Hello Sagittarius, this is your mid-month projection for January 2019. Let's see how you're doing with your New Year's resolution, and hopefully it's just a flown from last year, because you want to know what, you are a constant work in progress and you are constantly kicking our Sagittarius. So let's see what is up. The awesome sauce is what's up. Clearly. We're gonna look at archetypes. Don't get hooked on titles. There's 80 cards in here and there's names like prostitutes, vampires, all that. Martyr. You're not a martyr. There's no need to sacrifice anything. The sacrifice is done. And you, like a third of the deck just fell. So close. Did you miss me? I missed you. All right, so this is for Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus. Any house in your astrological chart that has Sagittarius, see what it's about, and check out your other astrological points, see how the story marries as a whole. It creates this really awesome storyline, and well, it's a lot of fun. I always recommend checking out your Sun, your Moon, your Rise, your Venus. That is the very least. The Venus governs relationships. Mars, I think that does action and attitude. I have to look at that one again. I think that's what it does, but check it out, see what works for you. And if if this mid-month projection resonates, or if it doesn't resonate, you can reach out in the comments, personal message on social platforms. You can always book your own personal reading with me, and also check out the daily reads, the weekly reads, the weekend reads, and I don't know, start a dance craze. All right, so far we have Martyr, Virgin, Dilettante. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong. Hedonist. I had an ex-boyfriend who one of my friends called a hedonistic utilitarian. That was hysterical. All right, we have Damsel. All right, so again, don't get hooked on titles. Okay, let's see what is up. We're gonna look at, well, we already looked at the blanket titles, so let's see what the substance is underneath. Delights in arts without having to be professional. You do something just because it is a passion in you and it's a form of self-expression. It doesn't need to be perfect. There's no need for perfection. Perfection's an illusion, unlike the fabulous scarf that this is. This is pretty amazing. All right, alert you to the dangers of becoming superficial in your pursuits, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. And the Martyr says, learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. The hedonist is to inspire creative energy, to embrace the good things in life, celebrate the beauty in yourself. Understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. Everything starts from you. Life mirrors you, even at an imbalance. So do things because it is a passion, not because you expect perfection, not because you want the grandeur of it. This is purely done with the heart, purely done because it is the light inside of you. It's part of your expansion. And this has been a constant in the mid-month, which is great. It's just, you know, Sag, you're doing this because when you act through your passion and through your light, it gives and inspires others the freedom to act and, you know, move through their own passion. So it's a constant buildup of the collective energies. We either go through waves of building up or down, build up or down. And the waves, when we go down, they don't have to go down so far. So don't worry about getting so high that it's going to be like a roller coaster and a huge drop. It doesn't have to be that way. This can be a constant elevation, little dips here and there, because you don't get through life without any bumps or bruises. But it doesn't have to be so detrimental. So, you know, move through your passions with confidence. I hope that made sense. We're gonna look at the shadow attributes, which I'm never accusing you of doing this. I'm not gonna say that you are going to do this, but these are things to be mindful of as you navigate your way through this. So pretension to deeper knowledge than you actually possess. Don't pretend to know more than you actually know. All right, no one starts off as being a complete veteran in the field. This is a learning process, and you are a constant, a perpetual student. So stay a little bit humble with that one. Yes, you'll be a teacher for some people, but you are going to be a perpetual student. Someone is always going to know something different than yours, and it is up to you to decide whether or not that's information you want to absorb. So fear of intimate union addiction to self-pity, pursuits of pleasure to the detriment of health, indulgence in it at the expense of others, waiting for a night to provide you the seduction of a romantic illusion. You don't need to see things through rose-colored petals all the time. Some days you're gonna have a bad day. Some days it's okay to have a bad day. Some days you just wanna feel that anger, and it's not that you're living in it, it's just part of human expression. And when you healthily go through it, you can release it. You don't have to stay and live in those emotions. You don't have to break other people down. You can own that life. You can own that emotion. You can own your stuff. And you don't need the validation of other people to get the okay to go through this. They're going to go through it too. Would you ever hold them back? Would you ever say that you can't feel a certain way, or don't be happy, don't be sad, don't be any one thing? No. You're going to let the freedom to exist to be into each individual. So that's, again, what you're stepping into. There's no more self-sacrifice. You don't have to sacrifice anything in this. You can be deliberate in your movements, and that's perfectly healthy and okay. I hope that made sense. We're going to look at Angel Therapy, and then Wisdom of the Oracle. So Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, anything that has Sagittarius in it. How's your year been going so far? Ooh, I like this. Oh my God. All right, yeah, your karmic debt is cleared. Stop worrying about the backlash. You've done all the work. Sometimes the karma that you expect, it comes back in a different form, but the gravity of it is still all paid off. All right, there's nothing holding you back from success in this. Release the fear that you're going to fail, that this is going to be all in your head, an illusion, and you're gonna have to pay big time for it. No, that's not any of this. That is all a totally different you. It could even be past life. Yeah, you can get nervous, but it doesn't mean that you're going to fail. Don't let the don't let fear navigate your direction. Fear and danger are two very different things. Danger is real. It's dangerous to be eaten by a shark. That's danger. That's true danger. But you can punch the shark in the nose and swim away. You are not letting fear navigate your response to life. There is magic in there. There's magic all around you. Visualize what you want. Mold this life, because it's very pliable, to how you want your world to look. There is more than enough to go around. Everything, there is an abundance of everything. It's when you put out the concept of lack, that is when things start to pull away from you. So heal that past life, even if it's in this current life, the past you. Heal all those feelings of inadequacy or undeserving. You deserve the best of everything for yourself, and you are witnessing magic manifest in life right now. You are a bird flying above the storm. Hope that made sense. Again, guys, release fear. If you need help, reach out into your community, even online sources. You can check out Zen Ed Academy. You can also check out the Badass Academy. You can check out various metaphysical shops. You can check out your social platforms, because guaranteed there's someone there who's going to help support you, not out of obligation, but out of what is in the purity of their heart. So you got this, guys. Now we're going to look at Wisdom of the Oracle. Don't be afraid of the cards come out and how they lay. It's how the story marries as a whole. So let's see what is up, Sagittarius. Ooh, come to the edge. Reconnecting to source, reigniting your light. Oh, separating from people who have been a huge key point in your life. It doesn't take away the gravity that they had in your life or how important that they were, but you want to know what? Sometimes these stories run out and you guys can reconnect, but your thread belongs elsewhere right now, and you know that it is time to start cleaning house right now. You're ready to jump in. You want divine guidance. You want the reassurance that this is right. And I'm telling you, it is right to put in that separation right now, because if you stayed in one place, then you're holding back your own growth, and you're also holding back someone else's growth, which causes a karmic debt to you. And really, you just cleared it. You don't need to put out that karmic debt anymore. You can lovingly love someone from afar. It doesn't take away from that person, and it is not, you know, it's not a service to hang on to a connection if it's outrun its healthiness. You can address it, you can communicate this to them. Maybe there is time in this moment to reestablish the healthy connection with them, but if there isn't, again, you've got to allow yourself to put in that separation. Just chop wood, carry water, take care of the bare basics for yourself right now. You are approaching the finish line. You don't want that light to go out. It becomes heavy energy and you don't need that. This is what you got. I love it, Sag. I love it. All right, that was over here. I'm getting Spirit Song Tarot. This is from Paulina Cassidy. I love the artistry on these. And then we'll do love. I think this is the first time I've been pulled to use these in the mid-month projections. Well, at least for this round. Come on. Okay. Oh, okay. Temperance, harmony, and balance. All right. This is talking about the pain of separation that you are doing, but it is really just to own in your energies. You feel like you're in a race for time right now. You have all the time in the world. And yes, these connections, these harmonies, it is painful to put in that separation or to be in separation for an extended period of time. But really, what are you sacrificing in order to be in this connection right now? If the timing is off, the timing is off, and there's nothing you can do about it. Union will always come into play in divine timing and providence. So just take off the worry. There is no need to worry about this. If it's meant to be, it'll be. Just let it be for what it is, because you know, the whole temperance idea, I always go to chocolate with this, because if you are tempering chocolate and you do it too fast, it curdles and becomes gross. You don't want that. You want this smooth silkiness that is going to be just delicious over everything. So finding the balance and harmony in yourself, and know that you are going to rise above this. You are at this, you are sprinting. You don't need to sprint. A lion or a panther or a tiger, they don't need to tell everyone that they're a lion or a panther or a tiger. You see it and you know exactly what it is. So step into that identity for yourself. All right, that roar is loud. It's all about timing. I hope that made sense. A lot of reconciliations happening right now. And again, it's all about timing. You can put in that separation from these connections, whether it's romantic or platonic, can last hours, days, months, years, lifetimes. But you can't force something to be ready. All you can do is do that work on yourself. All right, we're looking at single and looking, reconciliations, and already established partnerships. So stay optimistic about your love life if you are single and looking. There is healing family issues that you are dealing with right now. All right, that's gonna be it. Oh my God, why with all the cards? Oh. I want to put them back, but I feel like I shouldn't. All right. I feel like you've been single for a while, or at least you have been closed off for a long time. There is so much forgiving and learning. You have seen so much hardship in connections right now. It's like you don't know how to trust anything. People are either codependent or people are taking advantage of each other. But, you know, you have to heal those image issues or those archetypes that you have witnessed through your formative years, people who are your guardians, people who gave you this illusion of what a relationship is. That's not how you work. That is not how things are going to be best for you. You have family issues that need to be healed. And that is coming to the surface right now. This is part of the emotional and spiritual purge. And this is going to give you an opportunity to forgive that, so you don't have to live in it. And you can just go let it be in the past and where it belongs. So you are learning to love yourself, freeing yourself of those old conditions, and this is drawing in a love that is wonderful for this lifetime. Stay positive. And if this is talking about reconciliations, then that was a hot mess. There is family issues coming into play. There is manipulation coming into play. There is codependency. And it was hell on earth, wasn't it, Sagittarius? Now, you were brought through the ringer on this, and you know, I know that you love this person that's coming back into play. I know that there's love there, but there was so much out of whack and out of balance that you are so guarded and not really willing to listen to anything that's coming into play. You can keep them at an arm's distance and see if it is safe. I'm telling you that you are, this is either going to be really good, or it is going to finally give you the closure that you need, so you can allow the love to come in where you belong, or where it belongs in your life. You are free of harm in this reconciliation. Again, this might be for closure, but stay optimistic, because regardless, you have a beautiful love coming in. And if this is talking about already established partnerships, then what have you witnessed to where it has given you such an unhealthy view about love? I get it. I had such an unhealthy view about love and what it means, because, you know, social standards and what you see growing up. It's just, what you want in love and what your desires are in love are completely something to be put into action. It's not a bad thing. You're just breaking old social constructs. So take the blinders off and just, what you want in a relationship is not asking too much. If it's an imbalance, it is going to be pulled in immediately. But if a love is meant for you, then it'll be compatible to what that is. All right? If this is a huge imbalance in you, then you'll get the help for it. But there are a lot of messages came out for you, Sagittarius. A lot of healing going on, a lot of boundaries put into place, and oh my God, what have you seen? I mean, it's not easy. Love life for you is not easy, but you are focusing on self-love and optimism, which is beautiful. So, Sagittarius, whether or not this resonated, feel free to put it in the comments, reach out in personal message, and find me on social platforms. You can always book your own personal reading. I'll see you for February's projection, and check out your other astrological points. See how the story marries, and I'll see you, well, soon. So until then, stay safe, have fun. Bye, Sagittarius.